again. Can you believe hubby had to remind me about Stop Hammock Time because I got sidetracked? This is
not my fault we're late.
This is Hey Audie, this is Adam and Katie Reed for Stop Hammock Time. Hey Amy, turn it. Remember how in the winter you're hiding?
I'm right here. Just lounging like Jesus and the disciples at the table.
I think you did that last time. Anyway, so this is Stop Hammock Time, but obviously we're not in our hammock because it's too dark out and we haven't much to my husband's chagrin.
It's raining.
Oh, it's raining too. But so we do fireside chat.
Good word.
Fireside chat. We're glad that you're joining us. And remember how was it last time? A time ago, we were talking about creative conversations for starters. What
for couples?
Read that.
Hi, Abby.
Abby,
no.
are you? What?
Go.
Are you still with child? How are you, Abby? You've been heavy on my mind, my friend. Ha! No pun intended.
Oh, that's a bad pregnancy.
I know. You look fabulous, my friend. So let's all focus on Abby.
I'm sure we would have known if the baby had.
I hope so.
If the child had come.
We can change this and just ask Abby and her husband awkward questions. How about that?
We like to ask.
We've done
Abby
that before.
And her husband awkward questions.
We've done that before.
Yes, we have.
Oh, keep praying. Hopefully soon. Okay, let's all pray right now. Dear Jesus, bring Abby's baby boy out even during hammock time.
Safe delivery for baby and mother.
Yeah, see, he's got his head on straight.
No, and you were already thinking, how cool would that be for the baby to come during hammock time?
Well, yeah,
because first hammock time baby.
That would be awesome. But here's the thing: if it happens during hammock time, you have to name the baby Hammock and call him Ham for short. Yeah. That's the deal.
Yes, or Adam.
Well, Ham is a biblical name. Mm-hmm. Not maybe someone to look up to, but it's okay. Okay, so that's the deal, Abby. So keep watching. We'll ask Jonathan
and we will make this hammock time very, very long.
Yeah. Hours, days,
weeks.
You
plenty of time for contractions to start.
Speaking of which, I've been watching Call the Midwife. I might, has anyone watched that? Wives out there? I'm trying to convince my husband that, that is nice, Audie, thank you, that he should watch an episode with me instead of playing Call of Duty Ghosts. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? So anyway, creative conversation starts for couples. We were talking about this. So I can see 4 right now. So I'm turning to page 4, and here are your questions for your spouse or future spouse someday. And of course, there is no page 4. Awesome. So I'm gonna pick
14.
That's what I was gonna say.
Good job.
Okay. All right. If you could store up only 1 hour's worth of memory in your mind, which hour of our marriage would you want to remember? Ooh. Only 1 hour's worth. Okay? There's one question for you.
Our wedding was longer than an hour, so we couldn't do that.
It's only part of our wedding. If someone wants to type these out, they could do that, Audie. Hint, hint. If you could store up only 1 hour's worth of memory in your mind, which hour of your marriage would you want to remember? Okay, that's question number 1. Question number 2, which Bible character do you think I am the most like? And I'm hoping he doesn't say the wife from... No, the wife from Proverbs is like the drippy faucet. That would be like the worst one, which I have been that one before. Okay, so which...
That's worse than like Lot's wife?
Well, toss up. So which Bible character do you think I'm the most like? So like you ask your spouse and they ask you. And then the last one is, if you could have the autograph of anyone in the world, okay, minus Jesus, because the answer is always Jesus, right?
Good Christian answer is always Jesus.
Couldn't do number 1, too many characters. I'm confused, Audie, but that's okay. That's okay. If you could have the autograph of anyone in the world, whom would you choose? So why don't you guys answer that right now? And what would you say?
For which one?
If you could have the autograph of anyone in the world, whom would you choose?
Alive?
Alive. Let's say alive. Oh, I gotcha. It doesn't let you type that much. Gotcha. Thanks for trying, though.
Okay. Autograph of anyone in the world.
Yep, don't overthink it. because they're waiting.
Elton John.
Oh, really?
No, that was
First thing
person that came to my mind.
I think
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Sure.
I'm going to say Mother Teresa.
She's dead.
Oh. Okay, I'll say Isaiah Thomas then.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
How about you guys? Who would you say?
You just
Autograph.
think he's cute.
He is cute. Okay, so then there's this book, The Simply Romantic Wife, 150 Fun and Creative Ways to Romance Your Husband by Dennis and Barbara Rainey. And I'm going to pick number 23. Now, these are sometimes a little dicey, so...
Dicey?
Yes.
Or spicy?
Spicy. What's dicey? What's
spicy? The difference? Dicey is like...
Okay.
That could be
spicy,
a little,
yes. Okay.
Yeah, but spicy is like,
okay.
Hey, it's a marriage thing.
This is
it
good.
Can be spicy.
Okay, this one says, what has God been teaching you lately? So, what has God been teaching you?
What has God been teaching you?
No, I asked you first.
No, I answered the first one.
He has been teaching me. I'm in Matthew right now for precept study. And he's been teaching me that more about the law and grace. And it was really interesting. What?
He's been teaching me about grace.
Really?
Showing grace. Extending grace.
You're pretty good at that. Pretty good.
Not good enough.
Anyway. But what
Not Jesus good.
Well, who is?
Which is the goal, right?
But one thing that was interesting is the Pharisees... Let me see if I'm going to get this right. But, okay, you know the verse, come to me all you who are...
Weary and heavy laden?
Yes, thank you.
And I will give you rest.
Yes. Okay, so that verse, I've never thought about the context. But I'm pretty sure what he's referring to is, hey, these Pharisees, they were making like rules on top of the rules. And so that burden was not easy or light. Yet, Jesus came and was doing things a different way versus grace. And there was an easy and light burden. So he's kind of comparing law and grace. And my friend Christine gave this awesome example in our Bible study class about how, because we used to live by them, and there's lots of Amish, or we like to say Amish, right?
I don't think I've ever called them Amish.
Yes, you stop. Now he's throwing me under the bus. Okay, so anyway, so the big horse, you know, in the yoke is like the strong lead horse, and they're trying to train younger horses how to do the job. So the younger one cannot get out of, you know, this yoke or whatever, but the older one is really the one that's bearing the weight of it. And, you know, the younger one can't wander off because it's yoked to the bigger horse. And she said it much more eloquently, but just this beautiful picture of how Christ leads us. You know, he's stronger than us. He knows what he's doing, but he has us yoked in and is teaching us along the way as we get stronger and that kind of thing. So
he's the one bearing the load.
Right, absolutely. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's do one more of these, and then we'll talk about some free dates. How about 97?
That's a long one. You picked a long one.
Okay, and it talks about film, so maybe I won't take that one. Okay. All right. Decorate the house in memory of his favorite vacation spot. Great. I'd have to, like, use the fake... mashed potatoes to make snow.
Snow and
Alaska or something. Okay, so decorate the house in memory of his favorite vacation spot. Put on some romantic music and spend the evening talking about special memories. So there you go. I guess if your favorite place was the beach, you could use the tub, right? See, Audie likes Alaska. Yeah. Audie, I know it's beautiful, but
I like Audie.
You're fun there! Audie, you just got even cooler, but you already were cool. Where in Alaska are you from? You know, we got a job at a camp in Arizona. Sunshine! And, born and raised. And about 15 minutes after Adam took the job, he got a call from a camp in Alaska. And he was so bummed, and I was so rejoicing. But where we lived in Arizona was nice, because we had 4 seasons still. But, like, winter was a couple months.
We got winters. And
yeah.
We just didn't have the fall and the huge Michigan winters that I missed.
Yes. Like, the snow would melt by noon. Willow. Ooh, that's pretty.
Anchorage and Fairbanks.
Very nice. What was the camp? Bear
in Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Bear Elk, you know, something like that. I don't know. We'll have to, what was it?
Don't know.
I feel like it had the word bear in it, but maybe that's just because I'm Alaska, you know.
And she thinks that there's bears everywhere.
Yeah. Or elk or, you know, something. Who knows? Yeah. Okay, so anyway, free date ideas. And we got to wrap this up. Because guess what? My phone's going to die. That always happens. So free dates.
North Star? I don't know.
No, none of those. I feel like it was like nature-y name. Anyway, free date ideas.
Okay.
Go.
Me?
Yeah, tell one.
Well, I have one in my back pocket that I'm thinking about, but it has to wait till warmer weather. Okay. But, like one time, I think this is still in her top 5 dates that we ever did, was we just took a blanket.
A blanket?
Blanket. And we went, when we lived at camp, we took my Jeep and we drove back to the backside of the property. No, just lean like this. And we took a blanket and some, I think it was Ray Vanderlaan CDs or something. And we just laid out on the blanket and watched the stars.
With a
and
CD player, right?
CD player. You don't see those anymore.
I think you had a candle, too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It was free. And it was probably top 5 for you, right?
Yeah. Another one, one time when we lived at the same camp, he took me canoeing. And how many of you have seen The Notebook? You know how he canoes her?
No.
Right?
He rows her.
Rows her. Oh, yeah.
A rowboat would be more romantic. We don't have any rowboats that actually floated.
Right. So we were out on the water, and then I said, hey, can you row me? And so he rowed me. And then our friends actually caught it on videotape. So it was pretty fun. So that was another one, totally free. The other thing, I mean, just going for a run. We were talking about it'd be fun to do a scavenger hunt, like in the grocery store. I feel like Abby, if she's not in labor right now, like she's super creative, so she's probably like done a scavenger hunt in the grocery store. Adam said you should end up in the lingerie aisle. And I was thinking, well, what would a girl say where you should end up? Probably like in the
romantic
jewelry aisle,
book
maybe?
Section. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Kirk would never run with me for a date. Oh, would he?
I bet he would.
Come on, let's throw some scripture at him. Lay down your life as Christ did, right?
Tell him you're going to participate in No Shave November if he doesn't run with you.
Grow your leg hair out.
Yep, it's an idea.
I have to force run, like make him do it.
Make him do it, yeah.
Well, there are ways, Amy. There are ways. Mm-hmm. There's good motivation. Maybe you could play. Does he like video games? No?
I think.
Yeah?
Tell him you'll buy him Packer tickets or something like
yes,
that.
Packer tickets. Yeah. That would do it. He might run a half marathon.
But the Packer thing is not a good subject to bring up right now after last week.
That's true. That's true.
So don't do it.
That's not a free. That is
That's
true.
It's not free.
It's not a free date, but you get a free date.
But you will get a free date out of it.
What do
free
you mean?
Running date.
Right. Yeah. So.
And then a very expensive date.
Right.
Going to see the
Packers. But he might just run with you like all the time after that.
Yeah.
So, any other ideas? You guys have ideas for fun free dates?
Does it? It always seems like when we go on a date, we always end up at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Because grocery
sometimes
shopping,
not even walking together.
Grocery shopping without kids is a good thing. Way too expensive. You could rob someone who is a season ticket holder.
And get a box seats, and then there wouldn't be as many people around.
It would be free.
Right. Or what if you could take him somewhere, like that was showing it, like a movie. Could you show it in a movie theater? It was just like the two of you, but like really big screen.
Yeah, might not
so
be
much
free.
Wisdom. Like rob someone, so much wisdom.
Yep.
Oh.
Tell the officer, my older brother told me to do this.
So I did it.
Yeah.
So some other free dates. Like around here on your birthday, you can get like a free sub at Subway or free movie rental. So you could go do those things. The other thing that is not necessarily, hey Vanessa, and hey your hubby too maybe. Another thing that's not necessarily free, but it's fun. One Valentine's Day, we were going to go on a date. And we had some friends that were having a really hard time. Another couple that we enjoy spending time with. So we like kidnapped them. And we did a progressive date, which was Adam's idea. Right?
I have no recollection of this.
Yes, with Doug and Patty.
Oh.
Remember?
Nope.
We went and got dessert first, actually at this tea place I like.
Oh, yes.
And so we started with dessert, and then we went and had our meal. But it was really fun. And you could even do more places than that. But not necessarily free, that one, but unique and fun.
Are we still crooked?
We're still crooked, so we gotta still go like this. What's that movie?
Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury. There you go. Anyway, so any other free date ideas? You could go to Sam's Club if you have a Sam's Club, and they have free samples.
Free samples.
And you could walk around and like
on a Sunday.
You could pretend you had $500 to spend. What would you buy? Mm-hmm. And then you leave grumpy.
And you could even put it all in your shopping cart, and then just put it all back before you go.
A walk on the trail any season,
but mostly in the fall in Michigan.
Very nice. That's a good idea. What else?
It's a good one.
Do you have your vows written out? Do you ever read your vows to each other? Try to do it without laughing and gaze into each other's eyes.
Like it was your wedding day again.
Okay, so here's a funny part. We wrote our vows. And my sister-in-law actually did this idea, and I stole the idea. She made a shadow box, and she printed out their vows. Window shopping downtown. That's fun. Yeah. Sometimes I get a little grouchy when I'm, like, fake shopping. Just, it's fun to look, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because you're not buying.
Right.
I agree.
You could, you know what would be fun? Going on Pinterest and, like, designing your dream house or something like that, or I don't know, something like that.
Sure.
What was I just saying, though, about an idea? I can't remember. I lost it. It was a good idea, though.
I'm sure it was.
That makes me grumpy.
Pinterest, yeah.
Pinterest makes you grumpy. Yeah, it can. It can. They call it thwacky? Twacky? What, like when you're shopping and not... Oh, dream houses. Yeah. Well, you could look at really junky houses and then be thankful.
Thankful for what you got?
Yeah. Not seeing your house. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what sometimes we would do, too? Like, I don't know if this is necessarily a date, but let's say you're around a couple and who has kids. And so then you, like, maybe they're having a hard time with their kids. Sometimes on the way home, we'd be like, well, hey, how would we handle that if that came up? Or a difficult, situation with a spouse. Like, what would we do in that situation? I don't know. We kind of think that's fun, but we're weird to, like, what would we do, right? Why are you looking like that? Okay.
I have no recollection of this.
Nighttime driving around to look at Christmas lights and drink coffee. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
As long as the Christmas lights are not up before Thanksgiving is done.
Hostile.
I get a little hostile.
An insanity workout. That's good. We have had many of those.
Yeah, we don't really call those dates. We call those torture. But
well, I try to talk and connect, but he does not like to talk when he's doing insanity. And I don't like when the kids talk to me when I'm doing...
I'm mad the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I want to punch Shanti in the face.
So I have to keep telling him... hey, welcome, Diane. I have to keep telling him when we're doing it, like, babe, thanks for doing this. Yeah, torture.
Yeah. I knew I liked Kirk.
Yeah. So, free date ideas, connection ideas, but the important thing is just keep the communication lines open. Try to stay creative. Like I said, we always end up at the grocery store. But remember the date I told you where Adam borrowed a red Mazda Miata? And we took that to town.
Free.
We still ended up at the grocery store, but we looked good.
We loaded that Miata trunk with groceries and owned it.
That's right.
We bossed it.
That's right. So if you have a friend that has a nice car, maybe they would let you borrow it. And that could be free. That would be fun.
Just don't wreck it.
Yeah.
Because that would ruin a free date.
Okay, another free date, you could go sit in the tree blind or the hunting blind if your spouse hunts. And you could probably read a book, and they could hunt, and maybe both be really happy.
I would love that.
About that. Did everyone see Adam's buck on Instagram? He got a great buck. Couples fun at the store. Yeah, but sometimes you don't even walk together. Like, it's like, hey, you go over there, and I go over there, and we'll meet back up, and we're both, like, super happy. Anyway, okay. Well, we've talked long enough. Let's see. I could sit in his cubicle and watch him work. I can just see ya.
That would be nice for you, but might be a little awkward for him.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be crowded in the cubicle then. and that would be a crowd.
Close proximity is not always bad.
But he'd enjoy the scenery, right?
Yes.
So, hope you guys have a great evening. This is Adam and Katie for Stop Hammock Time. Oh,
yeah,
gotta do it again.
You didn't wait for me.
Okay, this is Adam and Katie for Stop. This is Adam and Katie for Stop Hammock Time. Hashtag Fireside Chat. Thanks for joining us.
Cheesy.
And next Wednesday will be the day before Thanksgiving, right? We have no Thanksgiving plans.
One more time.
No. Do you guys want to invite us over for Thanksgiving? Because we have no Thanksgiving plans.
Preferably someone who lives in Alaska,
right?
Or Ireland.
Right.
Those would be two good places.
That would be. I'm not sure if we can get there in time.
Well, if we left now, we could.
Okay.
Just waiting for an invite.
They don't either.
Or GR.
I thought you guys were going to be up here. No? Yes, no? Maybe so. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys later.
Adios.